G'day guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video. Today's a Tuesday, it's 12 o'clock and I'm heading out to do a bit of worm fishing for the second time on my channel. The first video went down pretty well. I was younger and my video making skills were not really up there. They still aren't, but they'll be better today. So back in the day I did a YouTube video of worm fishing for trout. And yeah, I did really well that day, actually caught quite a few. And today I am going out to try it out at a different spot. And it has a couple of reasonable sized browns, you know, I've seen them in there probably up to about 6 pound. So I know there was a big spike in river level last night, so the river is probably up and brown. So it's probably about right for worm fishing. So fingers crossed we get a few fish on today. Could go either way. We've got plan B if we need it. And yeah, stay tuned guys. Hopefully we can get something done here. Guys, we have made it down to the spot. I apologise if any water gets on the lens and blur things for you at any point in this video, as it is spitting with rain. Hopefully it doesn't start actually raining, but for now I'm just trying to keep the lens pointed downwards so I can keep you guys with a clean vision, a clean lens. So I've just come down to a spot that I've very limited what you call experience on. I haven't fished here very much, but since I've been coming down here probably for like the last year or so, very occasionally, I don't come here a lot, I have seen some cool fish hanging about here. So we've got a main river there. This is kind of like a stream entrance here, and it's kind of like a lagoony vibe. But anyways, I have seen 2 good sized carp cruising the edges there, and I've also seen a decent sized brownie cruising around the top bit there. So what I've decided to do is, I've got this rod here which is a shorter rod and it's a bit of a stiffer one too, and I've rigged this one up with a running rig. So I've got 15 pound trace through on I think that's 20 pound braid. So I've got 15 pound trace going down to a 1/4 ounce I believe ball sinker, and I got a little swivel. Then I got about 2.5 feet of 15 pound, and then down the end of that I've got a size 10 long shank fly hook which you use for like woolly buggers and things, and I've just threaded on an earthworm there, and just going to start with that. So cheers to Nathan Carrasco for the old rod holder there. He actually gave me that recently. Shout out to him. I'm going to chuck this rod out with worms, and that's going to be the carp rod. Then I'm going to rig up my regular old Shimano Aquatip 6'6", 3 to 6 kilo spin, and 6 pound braid. That's going to be the sort of trout setup. And yeah, so I'm just going to get this in the water and leave that out for carp, and whilst that's out soaking, we have a go for that trout up there, if he's still cruising, which I hope he is. I think I'll start out with that trout, just casting a single earthworm at him and see what happens. Alright guys, so I've seen that brownie cruising around up there in the tunnel a few times. Even from over here I've been able to see him because he likes to hug the edges, and plus I can see a few carp now and then just cruising around that corner over there. So I've got this carp rod on the bottom, sort of dead center of this mouth here, so I'm just going to leave that for a while and see if, you know, it can pick a fish up for itself. And I've rigged up the trout rod with a 6 pound leader. It's got a splitty just there, and it's got about 1.5 foot and 1 worm just nicked on. And yeah, I'm just going to, I've got a really small hook on there. It's probably the equivalent of about a size 14 trout hook. I'm just going to take it over there and throw it at that brownie, see what happens. And if he isn't keen, I might bring it back here and throw it at that carp, or one of those carp over there. And I'm just going to leave this rod in the water, this carp rod, and fingers crossed it hooks up by itself. If it hooks up by itself while I'm over there, I'm going to have to drop my trout rod there and sprint over here and try and catch it before it goes in the water. The carp rod just got picked up. It's running. Okay. It feels like a trout. It's a trout, dude. What? I've caught a little trout. What is that? Is that a little brown? Dude, it's a little brown trout. I was just about to pack up and go down to throw the worm at that brownie in the tunnel, and this started to go off. And I've hooked up and I picked up a little brown trout. That's crazy. Oh, that's a big hole. I'm going in, I guess. Oh. Slip and slide, mate. Slip and slide. That's a very pretty little brownie too. How am I supposed to do this? This ain't gonna go well. I'm definitely falling in the water if I go down here. It's one of those banks that's made of mud, so you just know. Give it half a chance and you're going in. Get down on your knee in the mud because it's better than going in the water. Go on, buddy. Come on. Oh, so close. Oh, what the heck? I caught a brownie on the trout rod. I'm pretty sure the hook's come out, which is lucky because I didn't bring my forceps down here, so it would have been a bit of a hard work. Guys, this brownie is going to get some water off the net there. This is one way to do it. Is you just dip him in the water, let him breathe, lift that up, and you can hold the fish without burning him too much. Hey, super pretty, hooked in the lip, beautiful brown. Hey, it doesn't get too much better than that, does it? See ya, buddy. So I just tried to walk away from the carp rod to go cast at that nice brownie up there, and as you saw, I couldn't even get away with it. I couldn't leave the rod before it hooked up. So take two, and let's actually open the bail arm this time. Bit of rain actually starting up, so that's not cool, but oh well. On goes the hood. Alright, take two. Let's see if we can leave this rod for a millisecond before I hook a fish on it. Now let's just see if this will stop it from going in the water. Yeah, that'll do. As long as a huge fish doesn't destroy that and give it a big yank and send it flying in the water, we should be good. Again, I picked up the rod to leave and I'm getting freaking bites again. Are you joking? Is he still there? Yep, still there. What the heck, dude? I can't leave it for half a millisecond. Okay, that didn't hook it, but dude, I did hook it, I did. Oh my goodness, it's a little tiny trout. I could actually wind this one up, it's a little bit rainbow. Alright, so two trout to the carp rod, I suppose. Little rainbow going back. Absolutely shot off upstream. Awesome. That's two trout, one rainbow, one brown. Going good, going good. I might just leave that rod out of the water because I think if I go up there to cast at that good brown and keep leaving that in the holder, it's just going to keep catching fish. And I don't want to be sprinting back and forth, so I'll give that one a short intermission. Trying to go for this brown. I just spotted him pop up, so I'm kind of rushing over there a little bit. He's pretty big. Whoop. And I botched that, but I can see him. Right, I can see him going upstream. Put a cast up there. He's turned, he's looked at it. Oh. I hooked him. I saw him I sight casted a big earthworm at him. No way, dude, I hooked him. 6 pound line, it's super light. Oh, it's a good brown. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's that cruising brown I saw. That's a good fish. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. That's a pretty big brown actually. What? Sight fishing an earthworm, and all you see is him, it starts to sink, the earthworm starts to sink, and then the brown turns around, hones in on it, starts to go down, and all you see is a big flash of white as his mouth goes. And you set the hook. Oh yes, dude. Tiny little hook as well. That's epic, man. That is epic. That's exactly what that's literally as much as I possibly could have hoped for today. A big old brownie like this. How am I going to do this? Because it's slippery as hell. Try and get down on my knee here. Only just hooked. Oh yeah, dude, I caught him. Oh my gosh, that's as good as it gets. It was well worth rigging up an earthworm, I suppose. I was gonna come and try throw like a fly or a spinner at him, but to be honest, that's pretty effective. A big old earthworm and a split shot. Super nice brown, eh? Check that guy out. Gorgeous brownie. Get him straight back. Right, I'm just gonna slide him into the water if I can. Just get in there, buddy. Just give him a nudge so he knows where he's going. Alright, off he goes. Oh mate, that's made my day. I've caught 2 browns and a rainbow. Next up is carp. I don't think I'm going to see another brownie like that cruising. But I don't really need to now because I've already caught a good one. I doubt I'm going to beat that in terms of trout today. That'll be very hard to beat. Nice 3-pound brown. By the way guys, I did want to give a bit of a shout out to Nathan again for getting me into carp fishing a bit more, because otherwise I wouldn't have been out here doing this. Because I'm primarily actually here partly for that one brown because I've seen them there before and I wanted to have a go, but also partly because I wanted to get one of these big carp that I've been seeing here, and that's down to Nathan. He got me pumped for carp fishing. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. But yeah, he actually took me out and showed me a thing or two about carp fishing a few months back. We didn't catch much all day, but I did have a good time, and I'll put in a clip here of my best catch of that day. Here it is. Here comes Nathan. Got a carp. I saw a trout.
Did you?
Yeah.
Big?
Yep.
Shit. So I just have to get that out of me?
Eh?
I'll get the trout.
Oh. There's loads of carp out there.
A float might be the go, eh?
Could be for this little piece here. Like, ideally, you'd fish the edge there with sinker and that.
Yeah, I'll go for the sinker.
Yeah.
And then we'll see how we go, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. On my head. Whoo! First carp on a bait. 4-pound line. Fuck. That's pretty big carp. Not bad carp.
You need a gas man?
I got the net behind us.
You got the net?
Yeah. Bit of weed. Oh, he's pretty stroppy, bro. That didn't take long. On the float fishing. Jesus. They're pretty strong, eh? I'll get him. I'll get him up in a second. Eh?
It's a lot small in the water.
Yeah, no, he's not super small, eh? In reality, yeah, no, he's got a lot of go, bro. He's still got a lot of go left. Oh, hell. Try and keep his head up. 4-pound line, so I mean. Far out. Shot, bro.
Yes.
Well, I'm on the board with the carp. On the rod, too.
On the rod, well done.
That makes it all worth it.
For sure.
Alright, I'm going to whack him on the head. There it is.
Yuck.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was a good time for sure. And cheers to Nathan. Absolute legend. Plenty of those guys around here for some reason. I think they're cranes or something like that. Heaps of those dudes. Pretty freaky call too. Pretty freaky bird call. Wouldn't want to be hearing that come out of nowhere in the middle of the night. This rod's going off. trout, little trout. What we got? Yep, rainbow. Let's just unhook them. You got to hit the hook pretty quick to get these guys in the mouth, which is cool because I actually managed it. They always wriggle just as you go to grab that hook, eh? That's the sad thing. Alright, sweet. I'm going to try and just nudge him with my gumboot because I don't want to touch him with my hands. Alright, here we go, the old flick. Whee! Swim off, mint. Rainbow number 2, so we've got 2 browns, 2 bows, still raining on my head. Sweet. Heading back down this way. It's quite deep, so I might have to put one up in the tunnel. Probably some trout in there. Let that go through. See what happens there. That's a fish. Straight away. Oh, that's a big rainbow. Dude, what? I hooked a good size, oh my god. I hooked a good size rainbow. Straight, oh my gosh. Alright, I guess I'll bring the bag of worms over here and the net. I was just putting that rod back out there a little bit more central, and I left this sitting here in the middle and it went straight under. Oh, that line just snapped in my hand. Well, that's not good, so yeah, I started pulling line off the spool and it snapped, so I guess it's lucky I was holding on to it. Right, rainbow trout number 3. Oh, right in the lip too, so that's perfect. The rig just came out, so that's pretty much useless at the moment. Gonna have to re-rig that. There's this 4-set. That's a super fat little guy. Unhooked. I'll just lay out this rig on the chair here because that's going to be reused. Alright, here goes a little rainbow, flapping back in. Sweet, he's gone. So I think that's my 3rd rainbow. I did lose another one in there, a bit bigger, but hey, that was cool. That's solid too, that's not coming off. Oh well, that's not good. Okay, that came off. Sweet. Well, it's pretty much died down. It's pretty dead at the moment, so I reckon I'll probably end up heading off soon. But as far as the video goes, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a pretty cool little session out here, close to home, after a bit of rainfall. Worm fishing again. Good fun. Don't do it very often, but it just makes it more fun when you do it more sporadically. It's kind of refreshing, kind of a change of pace, and keep the fishing sort of new and exciting. So I'll do a couple more drifts with this worm and, you know, finish things out. See if I can pick one last fish up. The carp weren't really going, you know. I'm not sure where the carp were at today, but they were not keen. But we had a good little session on trout. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button below, and if you want to see more videos in future, definitely click the subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you guys.